David Cleary here in the studio with me for that. But David Fitzgerald is awaiting us at Sandown. He will be in charge there for us this evening with Eddie Fremantle. Let's hear from him now. Hi, David.
Good evening, Angus. Evening, everybody. Eddie Fremantle is indeed alongside me. A 6-race card tonight. The Esher track bathed in tremendous sunshine, and we've got quite a good card to look forward to. There's a couple that do look trappy on paper, but there's interest throughout.
Yeah, good maiden. Where one of Sir Michael Stout's is favourite. That's a bit of a rarity these days on debut. And a well-bred Khaled Abdullah horse. And
yeah.
Yes, we've got a decent enough card with some small trappy sort of races where tactics will play a part.
Yeah, and there's an interesting newcomer in that race as well at the very top, a half-brother to Okavango, who came 5th in Rule of the World's Derby just a few years ago, 2013. Some of the other contests on the card, Josephine Gordon seems to have 2 very good rides the first couple of races, Castle Talbot for Richard Hughes and Van Huysen for Dominic French-Davis.
Yeah, both of them have been a little bit tricky in their careers so far. Castle Talbot, he managed to win under a very good ride from Shane Kelly at Brighton earlier this season, and was only just touched off by a horse who was drifting into him at Lingfield last time. He is learning. He's not quite as tricky as he was, and I think he's got a favourite's chance in the first. And yes, indeed, Van Huysen, named after a shirt company, I suppose. Or that's always,
is that right?
Well,
that's news to me.
Shirt company in Taunton, who called Van Huysen. Whether I don't even know whether they're still going, or whether they've always got anything to do with the shirt company. But
well,
it's
I'm
sort of
check.
shirt sleeve weather now, isn't it? And Van Huysen, who won when having the run of the race a couple of outings ago at Chelmsford, and perhaps didn't quite perform so well back on turf next time.
I suppose the Chelmsford race was 1.25 miles, and the Ascot race was over 1 mile. Josephine Gordon has, you know, her star's very much in the ascendancy. We've seen a number of times she's got on a horse and they run for her,
yeah.
But maybe dropping down to 1 mile. It was a better race as well at Ascot.
Yeah, the other thing is he might get away with a nice easy lead, because unless Mr. Red Clubs, who probably hasn't got the tactical speed of Van Huysen, takes him on, it looks as though the main other contenders, Pike Corner Cross and Fearless Lad, possibly Nosy Barker as well, are going to be held up, so that could give an advantage tactically to Josephine.
Could well do. And no Adam Kirby again here tonight. His rides spread between Jimmy Fortune, John Fahey and Sheen Murphy, who's got the good ride on Laid Back Romeo in the feature 0 to 90. The tremendous old boy directorship at the top, 10 years old, has got to give the weight away to a clutch of 3-year-olds.
Yeah, they changed the tactics on him last time. They made the running. It probably didn't really suit him. He's normally better when coming off the pace. He loves it round here. And also the ground was perhaps a little bit softer than he likes. Today, I've been out there, I felt the ground was just about good in the home straight.
Okay.
Clearly, Andrew Cooper's had to do plenty of watering to maintain it. They did have a little bit of rain overnight, I believe. But I thought back straight, mainly good to firm, home straight, mainly good.
Well, our first race comes up here, so that comes up 5:55, but we've got Redcar before that.
We certainly have, David. We'll be back with you very shortly for your first, but the last at Redcar, this 5:50, is amateur riders contest, class 6 over 1 mile. 14 run here, 2 and 6 don't go. Galilee Chapel 5 to 1, 11 to 2. Allen's Pride, Celtic Artisan 11 to 2, 6 to 1. Oh, opt out, being well back, 6 to 1 from Nines. Interestingly for David O'Mara, Carly Scott on board. Brockton Papa Geo is 7s, 15 to 2 intensified. Almanac is 9s, Graceful Act 10s, 16s from 20s. War Girl Katia is 25s, 33s Tom's Anna, 40s Fairy Pools, Rosie Hall 50s and 50s. Shadow of the Day. Joint favourites now, Celtic Artisan and Galilee Chapel were nearly loaded. David, any bright ideas going into this?
I thought it was deeply unappealing.
Right, fair enough. Let's go to Darren.
Well, Shadow of the Day is just getting a little bit worked up in stall 5. And still out of line is course specialist Brockton Papagio to go into 7. Graceful Act has just gone in. So Brockton Papagio is still to go in. So good luck to the novice amateur riders here. Carly Scott, running opt-out, has her first ride in public. Brockton Papagio goes in. That's it. They're off. Graceful Act just reared fractionally as the gates opened. A bit of a slow start for Shadow of the Day in this Betfair Novice Flat Amateur Riders Handicap. Good beginning for War Girl, who's showing pace with Allen's Pride. Those two are being followed to the near side by Celtic Artisan, Fairy Pool's Graceful Act, and the green and black jacket of Tom's Anna. Further back to Brocktune Papagio and Shadow of the Day, and already fairly well spaced out. Galilee Chapel is to the extreme left. Rosie Hall is the back marker. So through the first 3 furlongs, it's Celtic Artisan and Tom's Anna, followed by Graceful Act, Fairy Pool's Brocktune Papagio, Shadow of the Day, blue and white colours of Galilee Chapel, and then comes Allen's Pride. Katea in the yellow and black colours being pushed along with Almanac for Company. Out is next, followed by Intensified. To the near side, getting totally outpaced now is War Girl, and Rosie Hall is the back marker. They run down towards the final 3, and it's Celtic Artisan in front of Tom's Anna. They're separated by about a length. Brocktune Papagio to the far side, holding every chance. Then Graceful Act, Allen's Pride in the yellow cap. Galilee Chapel trying to get competitive as they now make the run inside the final quarter of a mile. Brocktune Papagio and Celtic Artisan, they are being followed by Tom's Anna. A furlong and a half left to go. To the near side, Galilee Chapel. Further back to Allen's Pride. Inside the final furlong, it is Brocktune Papagio, Celtic Artisan, Galilee Chapel and Tom's Anna. They're well spaced out. Allen's Pride Intensified, they all follow. Opt Out is staying on, but too late. It is Brocktune Papagio in the hands of Emily Easterby, a course specialist. Brocktune Papagio wins at the track for the 6th time. Celtic Artisan second, Galilee Chapel third, then Intensified, Opt Out and Tom's Anna.
Brocktune Papagio has won the 550 at Redcar, the final race from there. Today, a horse who loves the track and goes in at 7-1 for the Keith Reevely team. So Sandown beckons, first race coming up at 5:55, Apprentice Handicap.